Hey guys, I'm going to revisit Relisha Rudd's case and let's see what the cards say. First, I'm going to shuffle them, and you know what to do. Relisha Rudd, you can check out my older videos about her story. As I said before in the past, I think her mother has something to do with her disappearance. Also, I think she has been part of a bigger... So yeah, I really think she has been trafficked by people in higher places. There's something not right about her story. In her shelter, there was a tunnel under it. So, and from what I've gathered about her shelter, it's no longer there. So imagine, like, all this stuff probably got covered up, evidence erased. Let's get to it. Let's get to this reading. And so the first card is poisoning, immolation, burning, lost. So I feel like evidence has been lost. There are some things that's been mishandled. There's some things that's also was in plain sight, but hid in different places. I really feel like evidence has been moved regarding her case. Like almost somebody don't want to be caught up. It's like covering somebody's tracks. Probably the police have something to do with that. And it's talking about where? A bridge, a crossway, an overpass. Maybe there's some more evidence near a bridge, a body of water. It is DC. DC is a big place, so who knows? I gotta check out where the shelter is located. We gotta think about where she could have been taken to, too. We gotta look at her routes. Look at where the man took her, the hotel, everything else. And so let's get to the next card. Where? It's another where card. Trailer, campground, tent. So she could be in the woods. She could have been taken there. She could have been taken to several places. As I said before, I really feel like she's been trafficked to people in higher places. And what happened? Grooming the victim, stalking, gang violence, weapons. And that makes sense because if you remember her story, she was groomed by that janitor. I think he promised her things like toys, food, and trinkets and stuff because her mother sold her, you know. So Relisha gained this man's trust and he took advantage of her, unfortunately. So this card is clarified as the child was groomed. By who? A male over 40. And I really feel like there's multiple men behind this. I don't feel like it's just one man. Where? Industrial buildings, factories, manufacturing plants. I really think she was taken to different areas. As I said before, it's showing me different areas. I feel like Relisha was taken to several spots, not just that hotel. I feel like she's been like in a circle. This is what I'm feeling. Like I said, I don't feel like that man is the only man who has something to do with that child. It doesn't feel right in my spirit. And there's another woman involved in this case. She's under 40 years old. I don't know if this is the mother, but it might be her. I don't know her age. I have to go back and look. She's the culprit. If it is the mother, yeah, you know you did it. So let's move forward. What happened? Lies, manipulation, shadiness. I believe she manipulated that child. She tricked Relisha into going with that man. She probably said, hey, go with him. It's okay, this and that. And so I believe she set her own child up. It's really unfortunate. It's really scary that this even happened to her. She did not deserve that. And look at this card. It says indoor kid places. And so, yes, I really think this child was taken to different places so she could be groomed. I feel like she's been assaulted in public places. I really feel like the abuse has been happening over time until that last day they finally just took this child. Where? So a forest, a bushland, backyard, parks. Maybe Relisha is somewhere in a wooded area because it keeps repeating. So let's go to another deck, and I'm finna pull from the next deck. Is another oracle that I have here for her. So we're going to draw from this deck as well to see what else Spirit wants us to know regarding her disappearance. It's a lot going on. What are you already suspected about her case? And I really feel like the truth is going to come out one day about this child sooner or later. It is. But I feel like people have seen what happened to her, don't want to speak up, unfortunately. You know how people are. They don't want to say nothing. That stops snitching shit. And technically, when it comes to children, that's not even snitching. But let's continue. Okay. The obscure path evidence is deliberately being altered and hidden. Remember I said in that last deck, I think evidence was shuffled around and mishandled. So this was done on purpose. This might have been the police or some type of organization. Like I said, I really feel like this child was taken by people in high places. So they hid evidence too. They covered this shit up because there's something fishy about this case. You know, DC is a big trafficking hub. A big trafficking. Look where DC is, where all those political people live at and stuff. The misplaced trust is talking about how she trusted the wrong person. Trusting the wrong person led to betrayal and consequences. So Relisha trusted her abuser, and unfortunately he promised her many things and stuff, and he took her. I feel like he introduced her to some people too, and made it seem like it was going to be okay, and when it was not. And oh my God, yes, this clarifies what I just said. This false sense of security, and you know what? It might have been something with law enforcement. I don't know. He probably said, hey, these people are okay. You see these badgers. I'm really feeling people in high places. This is how she gained the trust. Maybe the shelter people was in on it too, because sometimes places that are like linked to DCFS and shelters are linked with trafficking. And so look at this. They had a false sense of security. And misguided justice. A wrongful conviction accusation leads to further criminal acts driven by revenge. I really feel like I think they really shifted the blame on just one person when it was just not one person. I really, like I said about the fall guy, I really feel like he took the fall, but it's like multiple people involved. And said, yeah, and I think he ended up in a barrel somewhere. I have to find out what happened to that guy who took her, but yeah, he wasn't the only one involved with her. He took the damn fall. A mysterious individual infiltrates a group causing criminal disruption. So I think that something's going to come out about these people in high places. Maybe something's going to be exposed about DC and children disappearing. This is part of a systemic problem. So this is way beyond Relisha right now too. I'm not saying that this is not about Relisha. I really feel like her disappearance is going to trigger something else for something bigger too. It's going to open the door for many, many things about different children. It's a big ring, a big scandal. A secret plan involving multiple parties leads to coordinated criminal acts. It's a conspiracy. Like I said, this is a trafficking hub. This is what it is. This child has been caught up in a trafficking hub. Yeah, because I knew something wasn't right. I'm like, wait a minute, only one person? No, This is a trafficking hub. That child has been trafficked. A person under my system causing chaos and criminal activity. I really feel like people are going to bring awareness to her case. They're going to keep talking, and it's going to be all lies on those people. I really feel like this child's going to get justice eventually. It's just that the more people be nosy and start picking these stories apart, it's going to come out. Watch. I mean, TikTok is really good at finding people, so who knows what's going to happen next. And let's go to the next card. The cunning deceiver, a master disguise using clever tactics to commit crimes undetected. So I really feel like this is a shadow organization that we're involved with. Like, this child's involved with this big trafficking ring. I feel like eventually they're going to fall apart. They're going to get caught up. And so with that being said, I'm going to continue this another day. I'm probably going to go live. And it's crazy how this stuff is just part of a bigger situation here. And thanks for watching, y'all.